Alright, that's the Black IPA. Same one we seen last week, except it's a lot cleaner now. I've had a few pints of it. It's got a really nice, fruity, a little dark, almost like a dark chocolatey kind of aroma. It's not like a sweet kind of chocolate. A little bit of like grapefruity kind of. Oh, maybe a little pine. Got a little bit of dark bitter chocolate on the taste. Kind of mixed with fruit. But it's Tuesday night. Tomorrow's Homebrew Wednesday. Ow! Wednesday. Alright, so nothing much to talk about this week. So we'll just kind of turn around, go sit down, and talk about stuff. We got that. So, yeah, we'll talk about that, too. Alright, so that Keezer, you've seen, it's kicked up to 68. I'm using the fast lagering method from Brewlosophy. So, I let it go till Friday at 55. Checked gravity is about 50% attenuation. So, I went ahead and bumped it up to 68. I didn't do the 5 degrees every 12 hours. It's preferred to do it that way. Optional just to go ahead and do it all at once. And I just did it all at once. I've done it before without any ill effect. So cross my fingers, see what happens. So after that's done, it sounds like it's done bubbling away. It was going, it really kicks up the bubble factor when you do that. So this fermentation's probably finished at this point. So I'm gonna let it go probably until Saturday, Sunday. I'll dry hop it probably Saturday or Sunday, whenever that is. The day after I dry hop it, I'll go ahead and cold crash it. Drop it down to about 48. It's about as cold as that thing will get. So I'll drop it down to 48, let that go for a week, and then I'll keg it. So probably not next Homebrew Wednesday, but Wednesday after that, I'll probably have some taste notes. So that's that. Anyway, I've got my beer line sitting in a box. So I need to get those swapped out as I kind of finish taps. So really, that's it for me. Got nothing going on. Yeah, it's a pretty boring Wednesday for me. I still haven't gotten any kind of comments from the judging from the Cincinnati Beer Festival, homebrew competition. That is. I'm interested. I want to get the thoughts and opinions of the judges. Right, I've got scores. I'm just waiting for everything else. But anyway. Not bad. Black IPAs. For a while, I was really into them. But now, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a good beer. It's really good beer. But anyway, I don't know. It's for science. I've done everything I've done over the past, we'll say 4 months, 5 months. All the recipes, with the exception of like the grisette, the lager I did a while back, but all the IPAs have all been pretty much the same recipe, exactly the same grist. I have tweaked the hops a little bit, or I tweaked the yeast a little bit, so I'm kind of experimenting along the way. So this grist is the exact same grist as the other IPAs I've made, with the exception of the 6 ounces of Carafa 3. The hops, very same hops that I did in the IPL, which is the very same hops I did in the Kvike IPA, which is the very same grist for those 3 beers, plus the same grist as the IPA made with USO5. So you can see, but the hops were different with the USO5 fermented beer. But there's a pattern here, right? So I'm trying things, kind of seeing where everything's going. Some difference between the Kvike, the Horn of the All yeast, USO5, the S23 fermented at cold ale temperatures. When I say cold ale temperatures, fermented at 63, and it's super clean. It's 63 degrees fermented out. It's very similar to USO5. Now, is that something that's because of the hops I've used that kind of hides some of the flavor that a lot of people hate about S23 dry lager yeast? I don't know. A lot of people hate that yeast on the internet. I've had nothing but good things. I've used it once, twice, counting the one I've gotten here. And the gravity samples that I've had with this, really good. I can't complain. Really like it. But anyway, back to where I was. I've kind of, everything I've done over the past how many months, it's all been carrying over to another beer, and just changing little things, not much. Other than like the barley wine, the stouts that I've done, the grisette, the first amber lager that I did. So I mean, really, that's it, right? Everything else has pretty much been the same beer, 90% same beer. A little tweak here, a little tweak there, whether it be yeast or hop selection, whatever. IBUs have been the same, just little stuff. Gravities have all been the same. So it's just been experiment. Nothing drastic. It's just little ways, learning, right? So this IPA, the IPL that I have now, it's the first time I've ever done a beer without a 60-minute hop addition, right? So it's also the first time I've had that hop combination. It's Sabra, Denali, and Citra. So I don't know what I'm going to get. Gravity samples so far have been really good. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, there's been rhyme, there's been reason behind my putting around here and doing what I'm doing. It's just all learning experience. So everything's building on top of everything else, and everything's there. So anyway, it's a way of you growing, a way of learning this stuff, this craft, this stuff, this hobby that we do. But all right, guys, enough rambling. I'm going to get out of here and see you guys next week. All right, peace, cheers. Maybe I'll have more to talk about next week. Probably not, but anyway, peace.